Masturbating isn't bad, but porn is. This is something that I've discussed with mainly myself, I'm not gonna lie, but I've discussed with other people, and I've read about things online pertaining to this, that masturbating in and of itself is not a horrible thing, porn is. Now, I don't think we can all sit here and say masturbating is good, it's not. Don't let anyone tell you that. But, is it bad? I know porn is bad. I think we can all agree on that. Is masturbating bad? When's the last time you just went masturbating without any porn? I'm not talking hardcore porn that you go to Pornhub on or whatever websites you use. I'm talking softcore porn, which is basically on any social media app today. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube even. So when's the last time you went without doing porn but you allowed yourself to masturbate? I've done this. I've experimented with a little, and talking from personal experience, I can tell you that there is a huge difference. When I masturbate while watching pornographic content, whether it be softcore or hardcore, whatever it is, when I wank via looking at a woman through a screen, an artificial thing, I immediately have that feeling of, that post-nut clarity. It's almost that shame. You almost every time you finish wanking and watching porn, you want to fall on your knees and pray to God to forgive you. That's honestly how I feel sometimes. But on the other hand, I've done this before. I went a week and a half, 2 weeks, where I didn't watch any porn, no softcore. I stayed off social media for the most part. I used it for my businesses and stuff, but I didn't watch softcore porn. I didn't go to Pornhub, and I did masturbate. I'd have that inkling here and there, that feeling to release, I guess you could say. And I did it without watching it, without watching anything. So I would either think of something in my head, or even sometimes I would just release. I would just do it for the feeling of it. There is a huge difference of how I felt after I would release then. I would either do it in the shower or, whenever. And after I did it, it's just the one thing I didn't feel? I didn't feel shame. That's not the first major thing I felt. I felt relieved almost / tired. I don't know about you. Every time I wank, I get tired. It kind of drains the energy out of me. So when I did this without watching porn and I masturbated in the shower, after it I was just I was tired, that's done. And I finished up my shower, I went to sleep because I was tired. That's a totally different feeling from the feeling you get when you watch porn and masturbate. Totally different. When I watch porn and masturbate, I feel shameful. When I just masturbate with the thoughts in my head, I feel tired. Now again, I'm not saying masturbating is good. Never. I'm never advocating to masturbate. But I do think there is a huge difference from porn and masturbating. And if you could just give up one, obviously give up porn. Obviously, that's kind of a dumb analogy, but the point is that a lot of times, if you just cut out the porn, the masturbating is going to go down significantly, obviously. So maybe start there, and maybe instead of this no-fap bullshit where you go on, 30 days, no Nut November, you go on 30 days of doing nothing. Can't touch yourself, can't watch videos, can't watch porn, can't masturbate, whatever. You can't even have sex with women. Instead of going to that extreme, why don't you, day one, quit porn? Make that amend today. I'm gonna quit porn. You're gonna have slip-ups, obviously, and especially in today's society where the social media apps are just riddled with softcore porn. You're gonna come across it. But just make that statement today, that declaration that I'm gonna quit this. Not masturbating. You're gonna quit porn. You'll immediately notice your masturbating decrease. You'll immediately recognize that you are more confident, that you don't have this low self-esteem that you did have when you would watch porn. You're able to talk to women more, you're able to focus more. Porn is truly one of the worst things a young man can have, and it's accessible to men nowadays. From the right age, you could watch porn once you're 5. which is sad. I've heard where people are getting on porn once they're 6. Back in the day it was different. My dad and their dad, they didn't have the internet. They had to go to a store and go in the very back, the naughty section of the store, or pick it up via, I don't even know what they would do. Like, I've seen the movies where they like pick it up on the side of the street in that little thing. I don't even know what that is. But you used to have to go into the back of the store, almost shameful, because everyone knows what you're doing back there. You're grabbing a pornographic magazine to wank to later. Nowadays, you could pick up your phone, do it just like that. Just like that. And no one even knows about it. So, again, it's very different. But again, that's a big difference. That back in the day, they'd have to do it that way. We can just get it just like that, from the age of 5, maybe. So again, maybe go about it this way. Instead of trying this nofap thing, why don't you just today quit porn? From this day, you're gonna make mistakes, but from this day on, you're gonna stop trying to watch porn. Softcore, hardcore, whatever. And you will just immediately notice an increase in your life in almost every aspect. Trust me.